Hey everyone, Christian Ludemann here. In this video I want to cover the Spartan stack, which is based on this blog post by Robin Goetz, which is type-safe full stack development stack, including Angular and Analog, tRPC, Tailwind, NX, Supabase, and Prisma. And I have implemented A To app myself using this stack, and I will go through how such a project is developed with this stack and how to get started with it. So first and foremost, the benefits of this stack is you have something that both supports server-side rendering with the analog framework, and you have the full TypeScript support all the way through from the front end all the way to the database. So database is created with Supabase, which is a backend as a service for among others a Postgres database, but it also supports other nice services such as authentication. This is how it looks like from your Supabase dashboard. Then we have Prisma, which is a tool for the database handling. So this is an ORM, object relational mapping, for JavaScript apps, and it can it uses a schema, so both to provide the type safety and also for handling migrations, and it can automatically handle migrations to the database. There's also a similar ORM coming out of the box with Supabase, but this I think has some more nice features when it comes to the migrations, and also especially the schema and type safety is something you don't see in Supabase built-in ORM in the same way. Then we have Tailwind, which is these CSS classes, reusable CSS classes for example, creating padding and a responsive layout, which just makes it way faster and easier once you get familiar with these CSS classes. Analog is this Angular correspondent to Next.js, which is this full stack server-side rendering framework, which also includes a backend API, and it's Vite powered, so it's quite fast. And what else? Then we have NX, which is the tooling that is this build system that is used for these mono repos, but also includes a lot of other smart builders, and is this way of setting up your app in a workspace with, for example, apps here, and then in each of these there's a project folder specifying the builder, so many can work, so many different projects can stay within this workspace, and it has a smart build dependency overview, so it knows if something changes in a dependent library, then everything, if something changes in the library, then everything depends on that library will also need to rebuild and rerun tests. So yeah, this is a project I built, and you can see the to-do app here. It's a basic to-do app, so this next could be like learn analog, and you can edit stuff and you can delete stuff as you normally would in a to-do app. All the styling is done with TailwindCSS, of course. The basic project setup is we have the apps folder and libs folder containing an adapter for the tRPC. So yeah, tRPC is this remote procedure call client we use for communicating with the backend. So in an analog application, we have our client app here, and then we have inside of the server folder, we have our server routes, and it uses the same kind of convention as you will see in frameworks like Remix, where this would be like the basic slash the basic homepage, and if you go API slash something inside of this, then this is for different routes for that. So we have the update. We have different routes for the tRPC. So they look like this when you set those up. And it's kind of like GraphQL, you can see. So yeah, you will call them like this. And it uses, for the database Prisma, or the database OM, we use the schema to set up the schema for the database. And we get the time safety in here as well. So from there, it's basically just a simple to-do app. We have the to-do items here, the to-do list and the form. And we are using the tRPC client to update the to-do items, to create to-do items, to delete to-do items. And it's all type safe all the way through. That's the coolest thing about this stack. So yeah, I will release this as an GitHub repository so you can check the exact setup, and I'll be using this to set up more of my projects with this stack, because I think this is possibly the best stack you can get right now. If you want something like Next.js for your Angular app, when you consider in all the type safety you get here, and also the performance you will be getting with the analog server-side rendering. So yeah, I'll be start working on bigger projects with this stack, including my course platform, and I think I'm gonna see considerable improvements once migrated to this. So I'll keep you posted on that as well.